if someone has actually never seen anything that either of you have done before, what is
Hmm.
the first thing you want them watching and why?
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Well, I think the first Fantastic Beast is a good start.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice performance, and
It's such a sweet film, and then you can really understand this film much better if you saw that one first. I feel like
yeah.
it's a nice.
But there's some other selections that I would send people to that aren't quite family friendly, that are for me, that are
Yeah, me too.
more, yeah.
But yeah.
Google me.
Right. I will pass that on.
It's
These
about.
movies, these are huge productions making a movie of this size and scale. What do you think actually might surprise fans of this franchise to learn about the actual making of the movie?
I feel like as big as they are size wise, it doesn't feel that big when you're making it. It's still weird
Yeah,
because we
David Yates makes it feel very, very intimate, almost like like a much smaller budget film. It's like
yeah.
he also because of the way his tone and his manner is so calming, and so you don't feel like there's all the stress of all the big circus that we're putting on, which is cool.
Yeah, and we've also been in it together since the beginning before we were allowed to talk about these films, before anybody knew anything about them. We were doing this unknown thing and we people weren't familiar with me as an actress, certainly like that wouldn't, and definitely not to this scale. And we were kind of like n- we all had a secret together and we've been through a lot of life together and toured the world promoting the movie, and so I feel like it just feels like you're obviously wowed by the scenes and the costumes and things like that, but it fundamentally it's like a lot of the same people, so it feels very family oriented, I
I
think.
just have to ask, you mentioned touring the world, promoting the movies. Did you ever feel like you're living like the Spinal Tap, lifestyle where you're like, hello, Cleveland, but you're really in Denver when you're like, traveling like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes becomes a blur, and you got to like check in just before. Hopefully, you're not on air. Hopefully, it's not live where you're just like, wait, where are we again?
Yeah.
It's good to like,
What are we doing?
reorient yourself. You're like, right here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets to be a lot, but um, it's fun. It's always fun, man. It's like, what was your? I'm just curious what your favorite part of the film was. You saw the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and I saw the whole thing. I think I can't talk about spoilers. I just
Okay.
think that it has a good conclusion. You know what I mean? Like it brings it all together. And I think that Steve Kloves' addition to the screenplay really it makes you it was just very, it was good. Like it pulled you, I think his addition to the script made it feel, you know, I just I don't know if that I'm doing a very good job explaining
Hard
this.
when you can't talk about spoilers, isn't it?
I can't talk about anything
Yeah,
specific
yeah, yeah.
because
You're like, I like the part where things happened and it was things
no,
happened.
but I
Yeah,
think I think it's a good
I understand.
connection to like it has the Harry Potter magic with these characters and the Hogwarts thing. Like it was good. I
That's
enjoyed it.
good.
Yeah, I think yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
it
Yes.
definitely.
So what is it actually like practicing with the wand? At any point, are you sort of just like, are you watching the old Harry Potter movies to see what they did? What is it like actually practicing?
I didn't get any training. They're like, here's the wand, Muggle, and I was like, oh, okay, and so I just treated it how I thought that he like a soldier would treat it. So I held it like I drew it like a gun, which is that's how I handled it. But you had a whole thing. You had a whole training and everything.
We did on the first film what um it kind of came down to was um working with how your character would hold the wand and uh how they would use it rather than trying to focus on how other people have done it, because it's less about like correct hand positioning and more about like your character's relationship with their wand. And my relation, Queenie rarely uses her wand because her magic is just in her, so it's not that often that she actually gets to do a little wand thing, although there was like a nice wand moment where she got to do a little
I just remember
secret
that
smell.
the first movie when you're making the
that was
strudel.
I kind of tried to channel like a conductor, but also like a ballet dancer, because I felt like she sort of conducted things, but she's very not a ballet dancer, actually a ballet teacher, and 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 3 but the one.
I know that you wouldn't have taken anything from set on purpose, but what did you hypothetically borrow with every intention of bringing back?
Oh,
my warming coat.
You should never bring those back.
That was disgusting. It's covered in mud.
I by accident I took home the Rumpant, the puppet.
What?
I'm kidding.
By
It's
accident.
enormous
Yeah,
Rumpant
it's
puppet.
just huge.
I didn't realize.
Just shoving it into the car. Get in.
Oh,
I don't know how this got in the car.
No, you know what? Colleen Atwood made it like a tradition to allow me to have my socks at the end of
Oh, that's a good
each
one.
movie. So I have socks from each movie, which is cool.
Did you take home anything?
Oh,
Your warming coat.
my coat. Yeah, the coat that was covered. It was there were some really mucky scenes. Not on purpose, but just had to. No, I mean loads of underwear. It wasn't really. The rest of it is not really anything you can. It like your costume ends up in movie theaters. It ends up at the tour. It ends up in different the displays. So as much as I would love to have her coat, or you just.
Yeah, it's always socks and underwear, right?
Yeah,
It's
you just.
the undergarments.
It's not exciting, but that's what that's the honest truth.
I'm very curious. Who actually is the one who can make you break the most on set? Who's the one that can just make you laugh? Was there anyone on set who was purposely trying to make you laugh? Sometimes I've heard actors like that.
I break myself a lot.
You're always trying to make people laugh. Mads actually is really funny.
Mads is
really funny.
Jessica is funny.
Jessica's funny. Yeah, I didn't get enough time with Jess.
Oh man, she's funny. Eddie can be really
Yeah.
funny.
Ezra, yeah. Everybody has their moments, especially when it's been a long day and everyone's been up since really early, and if you're doing a scene where you're a little fatigued.
But it is funny to see Maz be silly in between.
Yeah, he's really dry, but he's really funny. Everybody has had a moment, I think.
On that note, I need to stop. I'm just going to say congrats, and I really hope the film's a huge hit for you guys.